Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like the attire? This is about as formal as you're going to get out of me. I'm not going to dress up for a final. I'm sorry if you thought that was going to happen, but it clearly isn't. But anyway, guys, cheers that we have made it to a high class final within the first 3 years of this series. Let's hope it's a good one against West Ham and see if we can come home with a Europa League title. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop it a like. Not today, it's the big day. It's the Europa League final versus West Ham, and we're taking them on at the Ernst Happel Stadion, which is the Austrian national team stadium, for those of you who do not know. We did finish up the season, though. We did wrap up our final match versus Barcelona. It wasn't a win, but we did play them really close. 4-3 was the final. We have Batista, Muniain, and Laporte equalizing in the 86th minute, but then Barcelona said, "Nuh-uh-uh, we are Barcelona. You're not going to get any points from us this season," and Gerard Piqué promptly gave the match to Barcelona. It wasn't the best, but at least we played them somewhat close throughout the entirety of the match. And we'll get to the season awards and the stats stuff after this match, because we need to get to the event, the spectacle that is the Europa League final, and we need to determine what we're actually going to do. And I think we're going to go with this formation. Yes, it's the 4-3-3. Yes, at times it's had its ups and downs, but I feel like this formation has been more successful than that 4-2-3-1 that I have and the derivatives that I made with it. So I feel like going forward for this match, if I want to have all of my proper playmakers out on the pitch at the same time, we're going to use the 4-3-3. That being said, this is what the lineup is going to be. This is your Europa League final lineup. It's going to be Ruffier and Nets, Leque, San Jose, Laporte, Balenciaga along the back line. A mid three of Benyat, Itaraspe, and Marino. The wingers of Muniain and Susaeta. I really was tempted about putting Pablo Hervias up there, but I'm going to keep him on the bench for now. And also, I was very tempted on subbing out Villalibre. We all know how badly that he played in the Europa League matches prior to this. And he doesn't really show up for big matches. I wanted to, probably sub him out for Batista, make a controversial decision about subbing him out for Batista, but for all that he's done this season, I feel it's only right to keep Villalibre out there for this match, at least have him start for this match. It all comes down to getting the goals early and attacking West Ham early to seal this victory and get us a Europa League title. As we've shown at the very start of the season, at the very start of the series at that, Athletic Club have never won a European title. They made the finals twice of the Europa League, most recently in 2012. They've never won it. I want to try and be the first one to do it, but it all comes down to getting the proper tactics right, getting the player personnel right, and hopefully at the end of the day, coming away with a little bit more luck than West Ham. So, crossing fingers, let's go kick off. And let's go see what happens. Now, the pundits have us as the favorite to win this match. I mean, it's a neutral site. I guess they feel like we have the stronger team as well. But I'm not going to put a lot of stake in what the pundits say. All comes down to the tactics and whatnot. 4-2-3-1 for West Ham United. And this is what they got. They got Zoe at the back, Cresswell, Reece Oxford. They're actually starting Reece Oxford. That's a shock. Winston Reed, Sam Byram, Pedro Obiang, Mark Noble, Kishna. I've never heard of this guy. Ricardo Kishna must have just got picked up this season, and he did. He looks a really good player, too. Manuel Lanzini sitting in the middle. Faguli out on the right. And Andre Hahn, who did us dirty in the group stages. Remember, West Ham were in our group. And Andre Hahn did us dirty in the very first match at London Stadium. So, yes, we played West Ham twice. We've lost to them, and we beat them. This is the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is for all the marbles. Early on, Faguli getting the ball into the box. 5 minutes on, and Faguli gets it into Winston Reed, and Winston Reed puts West Ham up very early on. It's the first shot of the game for either side, and he puts everybody in an athletic shirt, both on the pitch and in the stands, into a state of shock. What a free kick, or what a corner kick, and what a header in. Oh boy. We need to bounce back from this quickly. 11 minutes on, and West Ham still coming forward. Ruffier, good clearance away. They're just really super attacking right now, and I feel like I should go swap to my 4-2-3-1 now. 18 minutes on now. It's just been all West Ham the entirety of this match, and Feghouli makes it 2. Oh, no. Feghouli makes it 2-0 to West Ham. He tried the short angle shot. It bounces off of Ruffier, and into the back of the net it goes. We haven't even hit 20 minutes yet. And West Ham are fully in control of this match, which is strange because we've had more of the ball, but we've had 0 shots. West Ham have had 6 and 5. We just cannot get anything going anymore. Our passing has just fallen apart. Our defense has just fallen apart. We're just letting West Ham take it to us. And we come to halftime and we have not had an answer for anything that what West Ham has been doing. Not a single one. And I need to really yell at the boys, where is your passion? We're in a Europa League final. Why are you just not performing today? All right, first and foremost, we're not going to have the 2 defensive mids. We're going to push them both up into the middle of the park. And Marino's going to be a deep line playmaker. Itaraspe, he's also deep line playmaker. Okay, forget that then. Marino will be an advanced playmaker. Benyat is a bit of a problem, though. He's not a proper attacking mid, and I don't want to sub anybody out. I definitely don't want to sub him out. Balenciaga, though. Balenciaga is going to be subbed out for Isma Lopez because 6'5", and a yellow card. Leque, 6'4". Villalibre, 6'4". Susaeta, 6'5". Just all over bad for this team. It's not good. And they need to turn on these next 45 minutes. Munain cutting inside. Gets it out to Leque on the wing. We've seen a lot of this before. Leque to Villalibre to Marino to Munain. There we go. Munain. 90 seconds into the second half. We got one back and we have a lifeline in this match. We're still a goal down, but we have a way back. 2-1 to score. As a great pass, a great heads-up play. No pun intended, even though he did head it. Great heads-up play to get to Munain. And he gets into the back of the nets. All right, boys, let's go. It still doesn't help that Villalibre is on a 6'4", now a 6'5". He just really has not shown to me that he can get the job done. Susaeta on a 6'4", I may sub him out. You know what? I'm going to sub him out. Susaeta is going to be out for Hervias. For all intents and purposes, Villalibre might be out as well for John Batista. All right, with 20 minutes to go, yeah, Villalibre is coming out for John Batista. It was the worst thought. I knew I should have started John Batista. I probably should have went with Batista from the off, but I just thought my main man, Villalibre, would have gotten the job done today. And with 20 seconds left in stoppage time, there's just no time. And now with West Ham getting the ball back, this match is pretty much over. Yeah, we can intercept it all we want, but this match is over. And West Ham have won the Europa League. And I'm going to take full responsibility of this. I'm definitely going to take full responsibility of this. Wrong personnel, wrong formation from the start. And it also didn't help that we were down 2 goals early. It really didn't help that we were down 2 goals early. And trying to claw our way back into this match. We got that goal 90 seconds into the second half. I thought that would have been the catalyst to something. I thought that would have been the jump start to an outburst in the second half. Shots after shots after shots. We only had 3 shots that half. One of them being that goal. It's just utterly disappointing. And I thought for sure we would have put up a better fight against West Ham. Hell, thought we would have even won this. It's a bummer. It's a real big bummer. I'm pretty sure you guys would have loved to have seen me win a title. But it's not to be this season. As magical the run it was, beating 3 Italian teams, beating our rivals to get to this point, it all fell to pieces at the very end, at the very last stage. If it's any consolation, we get roughly 12 million euro, though. We get 3.5 for participating in the final, and then almost 8.5 just for overall television revenue. So right there, 12 million just from this match alone. Not bad. It does help the bank balance. This one's gonna hurt. This one's gonna hurt for a while just because of how we got here and to fall at the last hurdle. It's not a good look. It's just not good. So first and foremost, the team awards. Aymeric Laporte, Fan Player of the Season. Mikel San Jose, Iker Muniain up there as well. And to be quite honest with you, completely deserved. They were the three main cogs of this team, especially Laporte and San Jose, the dual center backing pair. Couldn't have done it without them. Even though they were flaky at times, I just still couldn't have done it without them. Iker Muniain, goal of the season against Espanyol. Let's take a look and see what type of goal that was. I don't quite remember this. So this is going to be news to you and me. Via Libre, Lecque gets it to Muniain at the top of the D. Oh, that was a great strike. And I can agree with that being goal of the season with how great of a strike that was. Signing of the season, Pablo Hervias for €6 million. I would say so, considering how much he contributed to the team. And young player of the season, it can only be Asier Villalibre and his magical wonderment that he brought to the club. Let's take a look at how the team did as a whole. And top goal scorer, of course, it's Villalibre, the 21-year-old, getting 24 goals in 44 appearances. Most of those in the league, as you just saw. He rarely did anything in Cups and Continental, which is why I was a little hesitant starting him. But anyway, outside of that, 5 other players scoring in double digits. We were just having goal scorers left and right. John Batista with 18, Muniain with 15, Hervias and Susaeta at 13, Benyat at 12, and San Jose came really close with 9, and most of those were penalty kicks. Insane that we had that many double-digit goal scorers on the team. Top assister goes to Susaeta, who had 23 assists this season. I don't really see a lot of players getting more than 20 assists in a season, so that's really special for him. Other double-digit assisters, Muniain with 13, Hervias and Benyat with 12. Villalibre, the striker, getting 9. And also Raul Garcia with 9 assists as well. Good on for them. Top average rating for the club, it's Aymeric Laporte at a 7.43, San Jose with a 7.36. It seems like, once again, my defenders just playing out of their skins to try and hold down the fort and getting clean sheets. They are the top average ratings of the season. And John Batista sitting there in third place as well, tied with San Jose, also getting a 7.36. So overall, not too terribly bad for the club. I do have to take a look and see what is going on down here with all my under 7s. And see if I can justify getting rid of them, signing on new contracts. I mean, Stefan Ruffier is a goalkeeper. I need to keep him on. Same with Kepa, just because they're goalkeepers. They're all I got. I mean, I could bring up Chris Otangana, but at this point in time, I still want to develop Kepa, and obviously Ruffier is my number 1. Speaking of my youth team, like Chris Otangana and whatnot. Let's take a look and see how he's been developing, because I do one day want to bring him up to the main squad and get him in some rotation. The 19-year-old not doing too badly at all. He's also been capped a couple of times by the Cameroonian squad. Don't ask why he's Basque Cameroonian. I'm just taking a look right here. That's how it was when the game started. But overall, he's been doing fairly well. He's been developing fairly well, sitting in the Bilbao side, and I hope to see more to come from him. Now, taking a look at my main players that I will try, actually get Luis Martos in there, main players that I do want to try and utilize within the coming seasons, like within the next 2-3 seasons, move them up to the first team and get them some play time. Diego Tomé, if you didn't realize, one of the players I actually bought in to try and develop myself. I believe I got him from Valladolid. At this point in time, it doesn't really matter. He has 5-star potential, and I hope that he realizes that potential while at the club. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, who is Linton Jr.? Well, Linton Jr. is actually Jairo Montos, but because of an absolute legend who just joined the channel and marathoned every single Bilbao episode for 7 hours straight, I said, you are going to get yourself named for one of my prominent players. And that guy obviously is Linton Jr. on Twitter. So Linton Jr., you are going to be Jairo Montos, one of my star midfielders that I want to try and bring up to the starting squad within the next 2-3 seasons. So thank you very much, my man. Very appreciative of you. Mikel Chowsty, another center mid that has been developing really, really well. Also want to try and bring him up within the next couple of seasons if he continues to grow as well as he has over the last couple of seasons. John Imaz as a right back, doing fairly well. don't know if I'll bring him up over the next couple of seasons, but I still want to monitor his development. Luis Martos, these stats have gone up tremendously over the last year, and it all really started after bringing him up for that Copa del Rey match. Like, as soon as he came up, scored a goal in the Copa del Rey, his stats just shot up. Bringing him back down to the under-19s, he was just through the roof with all of his stats. Yes, they may have slowed down now, but at 17 years old, this is not a bad development for this young kid. And yes, I do have young strikers up right now. If I can somehow bring Luis Martos into the fold and have 3 young strikers to choose from, absolutely wonderful. That's a good problem to have. And now I got to try and figure out what I want to do for this squad in this offseason. See who I need to get rid of, see who I want to bring in. I have a short list right here of players that I'm looking at to try and bring into the club. It all comes down to how expensive are they going to be. But now that we're in Champions League football, definitely going to attract a lot of names. So I'm just hoping that 1 or 2 big names, big pieces to bring into the club will be essential. That will give us that extra push, not just in the league, but also in continental competitions. And anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode and the end of this season, which ended up being trophyless. Take the good with the bad, I guess. And can't win them all, and all the other cliches that you can attribute to this. But we'll go again next season, and we'll try to do it in the Champions League, see how far we can go there, see how well we can do in that competition, and as well as the league and all the other domestic stuff. It remains to be seen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked it, please go hit the like button, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Comment below on what you thought about this episode, as well as the season as a whole. But anyway, guys, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.